the idea here is when Dove decided that it really wanted to connect in a non-extractive way with primarily women, Unilever owns Dove, and that they wanted to create a different way to think about business, they started paying attention to what were women feeling about the way most advertising was going. Not so good. Nice skinny models that didn't look like any of us, right? And that there was an opportunity for them to do something really different. And it was to figure out how to take on a cause that the customer had. In the same way that the Colgate folks took on the cause of the small business owners who were on the corners of all over Europe. And they took on the advertising industry, and they took some huge risks to say, we're going to put kind of average, ordinary women out there in their underwear, of all shapes and sizes, and we're going to say that really what our products are about is not making you beautiful so you can overcome all of the ugliness that you have, but instead help you be who you really are. That's an example to me, and when I saw all of this happening, and I'm now connected to Unilever, I wasn't when they were doing this, I knew that they had let go of the idea of the product being the center and more the customer's life being really what mattered. So to me, that's the entrance and the beginning of this work. The responsible business starts with caring about the life of the customer. And I think all businesses who aren't able to move this way, it's now picking up. I started this work, as we said, 37 years ago, and almost no one was thinking that way. But it's catching up now, where if you aren't living in their lives, and determine is how you take on their causes, and you quit worrying about your product, and you start to have responsibility for improving and enriching their lives, then you're not starting as a responsible business. Then all the other things can follow with making sure that you're creating what I call jazz ensembles about a way to run a business so that people can actually connect in a meaningful way. So that's generally the idea of the framework, and there's a lot of stories with a lot of details, including Colgate-Palmolive Africa, where we did an amazing set of work during the elections, and were able to take the Constitution, which required management be made up of the same ethnic mix, or the same, no, it wasn't ethnic mix, but racial mix, which was 95% black and 5% white. Now you can imagine what the structure looked like at that time. It started, 95% white. It may have been closer to 97. And Colgate managed to turn that around in 6 months so that Mandela could use it as a story to say, I don't want to hear from any business you can't. So, but they did that by really looking at what it was that the community and the creating of the new South Africa needed. It wasn't about the business.